Hello, welcome to Weather and Climate News. No nonsense, no hysteria. Getting some heavy rain right now. Had some rumbles of thunder out there. Might show up in the mic, it might not. I don't know. But our first article for today, sea level may have been higher than it is now just 6,000 years ago. Yeah, no kidding. Why do I care? Because climate researchers thought that current global average sea levels were the highest in more than 100,000 years. But that's probably not the case. New Scientist is referencing a manuscript that has been submitted to Nature, hasn't been accepted yet. It's by Creel et al., and it is entitled Global Mean Sea Level Higher Than Present During the Holocene. I like that name, kind of sums it up. The Holocene marks a time when temperatures may have exceeded early industrial values. Evidence from Greenland and Antarctica indicates that both ice sheets retreated inland of their present day extents during the Holocene, yet previous global mean sea level reconstructions suggest that the Holocene global mean sea level never surpassed early industrial levels. The authors here beg to differ, as do I, because I feel that the geological evidence strongly suggests that it was warmer during the Holocene climatic optimum than it is today. Typhoon Doksuri downgraded to a tropical storm. Okay, this one hit Luzon, the main island in the Philippines, grazed Taiwan, and then made landfall in Fujian province, China, Friday morning. At least 400,000 people were evacuated. They had a bad time down there. 41 people died. That includes 27 that were killed when a passenger ship capsized. North Atlantic Ocean temperature sets record high. It has indeed been warm in the North Atlantic. According to NOAA, the North Atlantic Ocean sea surface temperatures have averaged 24.9 degrees Celsius or 76.8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a record and has not been verified yet, but it very likely will. This is coming quite early in the season because the temperatures typically peak in September. The Copernicus data set has not set a record yet, but they most likely will as well here shortly. They're just running a little bit lower than NOAA's data. And unless a big hurricane comes and stirs things up, or Beaufort Gyre purges, it's probably going to get a little bit warmer there as the summer goes on. Taking a look at University of Maine's Climate Reanalyzer, we do see that the sea surface temperatures are warmest off the coast of eastern Canada and south of Greenland. This just happens to be the area where the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation is slowing down. So this could be indicative of a backing up of that warm water conveyor belt that is the AMOC. There are a couple smaller cold anomalies here in the Denmark Strait and the Davis Strait. That's where the ice melt is. That is freshening the water in the North Atlantic. That could eventually cause some problems over there. Reuters. I do want to report this ad. It's in my way. Okay, here we go. Reuters, back in the day, used to have somewhat of a reputation as sort of resembling actual journalism. My, has that gone downhill in the last few years, at least with me, and probably with a lot of other people. This article is total crap. So, anyways, they're talking about the heat indexes and always attempting to conflate it with the actual temperatures, which they do not give at all, only the apparent temperatures, that is, the heat indexes. But my main beef with this isn't the fact that they want to note 100-degree heat index because it sounds scarier than saying a 90-degree temperature, which I wouldn't mind if they just actually put the actual temperatures in the article, but they don't put it in here anywhere. It's just terrible. But it gets worse. Last month was the hottest June on record in the United States, dating back to 1850. No, it wasn't. Not even close. This is just terrible reporting. So, anyways, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the contiguous United States average temperature was nowhere near the record high. In fact, it was colder than the 1991 to 2020 mean. We can look and see that there are several Junes that have been warmer than June 2023, which was cooler than the 30-year average, as I just mentioned. And this even includes June of 1896. So, looking at the rankings, and these are ranked as the coldest, not as the warmest. But the warmest was June 2021, which is more than 3.5 degrees warmer than June 2023. Not too impressed with that, Reuters, not too impressed. So what Reuters appears to have done is confused the national time series with the global time series. Global time series used to go back to 1880. It's now been extended back to 1850. And no, we did not find a trove of lost weather records to extend the data backwards in time. These are computer reconstructions. They're not verifiable. They're not empirical. They do probably more or less represent actual temperature trends, but to think that you can compare this, say 1851 with the data from 2023 is just absolutely ridiculous. You cannot make accurate month-to-month comparisons with these reconstructions. And NOAA will tell you that themselves. Data are more reliable after the 1940s. Yeah, probably. I would say so. Okay, moving on. Most fires in Greece were started by human hand, government says, from none other than The Guardian. Most of the 667 fires that have erupted across Greece in recent weeks were started by human hand, the country's senior climate crisis official has said. I wonder who you got to know to get the title senior climate crisis official. Anyways, just a little public service announcement. If it's really hot and dry and windy, you probably don't want to start a bunch of fires. Just saying. That's all for now. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.